You ever go to somebody's place and you see they haven't peeled the plastic off their equipment and you're like, should I peel it off for them? So what we have here is the Ambient Lockit. This little piece of technology is going to take your marking game to the next level. Just by simply pressing a button, you could easily mark your takes or what your subject is saying. Say I just said something really cool, guy holding the camera, push the button. Marked. How's it work? You're not gonna get it, but we're gonna get it and make sure it works.
Well, we're setting up a kind of a faux interview setup with 2 cameras to test the Ambient Lockit.
We're gonna take it and jam the camera's time code with this. So what that means is the time codes are gonna sync. So they're gonna be in a congruent path of trajectory. And whenever I push a button here on this guy, there's a little tick on that timeline. Later in post, editor can take the timelines, put them together, and see where the producer put the ticks. The ticks are going to represent good takes and bad takes.
Check out this sticker. There's a saying for all you who don't know. It's called fix it in post. The sound mixer can like fix that noise, or like, you know, a graphic or VFX artist or editor can fix that little something. That's the editor's worst nightmare, obviously. So these clever guys made this little campaign, fix it in pre. Here's a quick analogy. See, we aim to be like, you know how we put out fires? That's good. You should always be a good firefighter. But good firefighters, you know what they focus on is fire prevention, right? Mitigating the fires. Fix it in pre, okay? Fix it in pre. Technically, the Ambient Lockit, we're fixing it in production, right? But still, we're fixing it before having to fix it in post or address it in post, right? And the key takeaway, or as I like to say, take off, because what we're gonna do from here in action is use this Ambient Lockit and again, mitigate things that we have to address in post. You know, and that's just part of like a good strategy and a good workflow. You don't want to overdo it, but you know, you want to have a good, smooth workflow, and you know, because ultimately that should be yielding like your final product. And yeah, and then for next time, shit could be worse. See you.
All right, so we're about to set up the Ambient Lockit devices. These are them. They're wireless. They communicate time code to each other. They sync up. We've already turned them on. You can kind of see the green light that's blinking is meaning that they're in sync. And then we're going to connect them to each of these Sony FS7 cameras. Time code goes to them, and then this device will sit between them and connect to both of them. And this wireless device, during the interview, the good takes and bad takes will be marked with this green and red button. That gets stored to a file inside of this device. After the shoot, we pull those off, syncs up with the time code that's injected into the media that's recorded on the FS7s. And then we're able to load that into the editor, and that will sync up with the media, and those takes will have markers whenever Daniel is marking those good and bad takes.
All right, so my name's Bo Etheridge, doing an interview. Yeah, that's a good take. Why don't we hit that good take? Hey, did we do we gotta do a sync clip. It's green, is that the one?
The camera 3 times.
The green one?
Yeah.
1, 2,
Times fast. 1, 2.
1, 2.
All right, so what Bo did right now was he did a virtual marker clap with the mini device. That's going to put a reference mark on the timeline for post. Let's try it. Let me see. Let's try one for real. So, Bo,
Yes.
tell me about. Can I ask you a personal question?
Sure.
Good answer. Tell me about beekeeping.
Beekeeping. It's pretty interesting. I'm pretty new at it.
Can you tell me about space travel?
Well, space travel, you really got to consider, you know, the space-time continuum.
I'm gonna make that bad take.
Oh.
And that's it, right? That's good.
So we've cut our clips. Now we're gonna pull the footage from camera A. This is our main audio source. This is the B camera. So A and B. Now we're gonna take it to the DIT station and try to sync it all up. missed
Hey.
that part.
Hey, media,
Media.
A, B.
I am downloading the Ambient software fast, so we can pull the text first, and then we'll copy the media, sync them all. Where's the questions?
You got the right ones.
Were you just pointing it at me? You want to check the cactus garden was going down? Come on, show you. This is it. Actually, don't show this. It's not finished yet. All right, Bobby, start over.
All right, so we're in the process of getting the Ambient Lockit good take, bad take logging information with time code into Davinci Resolve. It comes with a Premiere Pro extension, so we just got that installed. We're gonna try using that to export out an XML and then pull that into Resolve. We're just gonna go over to the timeline, select the clip that we want to match that time code and those good take, bad takes to right here. Go over here and we want to go to the Lockit timecode extension. We're going to use markers and clips by timecode. You can also use a clapper clip where you actually zoom in while you're clapping and hit this marker and the LED can be seen on the clip. We'll just use the default way. Continue on, and we're going to choose our markers, which we pulled off of the Nano Lockit. Open up that file, it's running right now. You can see it dropping in the good take, bad takes, and we're good to go. And now the last step is just to export this out from Premiere into Resolve, and we'll do that using an XML. We're gonna select the timeline. We're gonna go to export, and we're gonna go to Final Cut XML. All right, here we go.